Chef,
Yes.
you reach your goal about the visa, and after?
Well, I tried to convince my mom that I'm a good chef. That took a while, but I actually love the industry of hospitality. I moved from Newcastle to Sydney and work in a lot of fine dining restaurants. And at the end, I ended up working at the five-star hotel.
Okay.
Right in front of the opera house, and it was a fantastic experience. And my goal was at that time to grow to the executive chef, and within time, it took me 6 years. I completed my task and became the executive chef there, and there was something missing again.
No.
I know.
So you were on top. You were on top of your way.
Yes, I was happy.
And what did you decide?
Well, I was there was something missing, and then I was thinking, what else can I do? I needed more challenges because I've completed one challenge over another, and I thought I need something more sort of intellectual in terms of something more challenging and different. Okay, and I started to think of thinking to be a lawyer or study law.
Okay.
And I never thought of it at that time because obviously there was a money pressure and different environments and different country. But since I was a kid, I was actually fascinated about all these movies with the lawyers, devil's advocate, and all this kind of movies about crime. But I just never had any chances or time or commitment basically to do it. And then I decided, okay, so me and my friend who worked in the hotel decided, okay, let's try something different. So both of us quit at the same time.
Yeah.
He was a food and beverage manager, and I was executive chef at that time. And then that was a shock for the hotel to go with. Like the head of the department decided to leave. So it was a revolution. But we didn't care. We were young and we wanted some other challenges. And we decided to open a brokerage firm together. Brokerage firm to basically import-export of commodities from overseas. We picked up the books. We bought a few books about import-export. We were reading it together. We set up sort of a small business. Registered the company, and then off we went. That was all great and fantastic for a good, I think, 2 years. And until we decided to go separate ways. He decided to get married and go back to Korea. I couldn't sort of continue with the business. And again, I sort of was stuck with the same dilemma.
What I have to do with
what
my life?
What I'm gonna do? Come back to hospitality, think of something else. And I decided maybe this is the window of opportunity for me to study law. And then I went to a few universities in Sydney, look at their programs, and
Actually, you passed from another step that maybe you forgot.
Which one? The stockbroking.
Is the restaurant.
The restaurant. Yes, that's right. So that step was just before. Sorry.
Yeah.
That step was just before.
I told you it is like 10 life.
It's a massive story. So that was a step before we decided, me and my sort of a friend at the hotel, to do the brokerage firm. I sort of decided to step down a little bit from the hotel because the opportunity came. There's an owner of one of the suppliers came through and saying, I've got this rundown restaurant here in Sydney. Why don't you come and run it for me? Sounds like a great opportunity for a chef who's got no money, only skills.
Okay, so I remind you because it's another trouble step of your life.
That's right. So I was so excited. Okay, I brought even a couch from home. I was sleeping in the cafe. I was doing all the walls, installing stoves, and fixing tables and lighting and decoration and everything. I was very passionate and excited about it, and it worked. It was really great. It was a success. I had a lot of happy customers. Happy sort of people who were coming and giving me a very good review about the food, about the place, about everything.
But
one of those crucial days, I think after 8 months, I went to fish market to do my usual supply. I was happy to go at 5 a.m. to the markets, and picking up my groceries and fish and, meat and all that. I came in just before the opening in the restaurant, and there was a big padlock on the door. And I didn't understand what's going on. I've got a lot of customers passing by and asking, are you gonna open? We want coffees, we want breakfast and things like that. And I said, I don't know, I don't have a key. And then only later on I've learned from the solicitors of the owner that the restaurant was sold without my consent. So the owner basically used me to bring up the business, and at that time I was not a lawyer, I was a good chef. And basically, because I didn't have a proper agreement set up with the owner, they basically sold the place, and
They could do it.
Yeah, they could do it, and I had 1 week to clear up all the stuff what I had in the shop.
So in that time you decide with your friends to open the
That's
H1.
right, to do something else. So we went on holidays. I mean, I was very devastated at that time. We went on holidays to Korea, and this idea of opening brokerage business sort of came up on the horizon, you know. And I was a bit skeptical because after failure here, I realized that I need to actually educate myself to understand how it works, what's the proper steps, and obviously maybe to consider to pay some lawyers to understand how it works.
Yeah.
And then I came back again and then decided, so what am I gonna do? I still want to be a businessman, I still want to do something, but I didn't have enough knowledge.
Yeah.
And I decided, okay, well, why don't I try to go and enroll to university and study law degree. I found this separate course which run by the university for adults. It's an accelerated program for lawyers to do just evening lessons and basically study by yourself. And I started it and I did it really well. I'm glad that I met fantastic friends, you know, along the way there. We had a fantastic study group together. And once I graduated, I started looking for a job as a lawyer.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised that nobody wanted me. I was devastated. And I didn't know why.
One more time.
One more time. I became a lawyer, I've got my license, you know. And
But why you couldn't find it?
nobody wanted me. And I was knocking on every single door, a lot of firms, and I had a lot of interviews, and they said, that's great, you're permanent resident, there's no problem.
Yeah?
We just don't want you at the end. And few firms didn't want to tell me why. Third one, when I got really upset on the interview, I said, what is it?
What is the problem?
You asked me to come for an interview. Obviously, you like my resume, you like my results from the university. What is the problem? And the lawyer was kind enough to tell me, you were too old to be a young lawyer. I never thought about it.
Yeah.
You know, because all the law firms, you want you very young, you want you straight after when you, I don't know, 22, 21, after you high
bring
school.
me a coffee,
That's
do
right,
this
you know.
coffee.
We call it training.
Yeah, training.
Okay.
Yeah, Italian is gavetta. by the
That's
way.
right. And I was too old to bring anybody's coffee.
Okay.
And then I didn't give up, and I was still planning and looking, and you know, I did need my legal experience, you know, because I didn't want to waste all this sort of pain and suffering through the university I went through. So luckily I got myself a job in a criminal firm, which were sort of specializing in the migration law, criminal law, and family law, and I've learned a lot from them. And then the more I sort of look at the migration side of it, because we had clients all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, already Australian resident citizens, but the cultural aspect they were looking for.
Okay.
You know, and I actually really got fascinated about it, and I really like it. And afterwards I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why
I know
not?
it's gonna be another challenge, it's gonna be very hard, but I would do it by myself, even though everybody disencouraged me. All my friends say, no, just go and work for somebody else, you still need practical experience, how you gonna do it, it's scary, you know, and all this kind of things. So I just decided to do it by myself.
Okay.
So I got my license as the migration agent, and at that time I was a lawyer as well.
Okay.
So I had both licenses, and I set up my own little office, and one by one client came, and then I started doing sort of seminars, and I started to travel around sort of the world and to educate, you know, sort of people like me, or used to be me in the past. I stayed in migration law ever since, because I actually wanted to see happiness.
Okay.
I wanted to deal with immigrants because I am an immigrant, and you know, I know what it is, you know, how hard it is to, you know, sort of follow the path and look for your opportunities, and it happened. Yes, and I stayed as the migration sort of a lawyer, practiced for a while, and then I decided to open my own educational agency. That's how Study Choice was born. And now I'm running both of the businesses, and then I'm very happy, and
So we
got
are
a lot of challenges.
So in this time we arrive to nowadays.
We're arriving to nowadays. So I don't know, it's been a while since I've been a migration lawyer, and I'm not saying I'm being tired or anything like that, but what's next?
Yeah, I'm scary. Actually, I'm curious to make
Yes.
an interview with you, maybe between 10 years.
The time is coming now that I'm sort of not being tired or anything. I'm really enjoying it, and this upcoming trip to Italy is making me excited. But I'm thinking of new challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe something which would relate to the migration, related to the law, still helping people, but a new total frontier. And I've got a big plan coming up next year, which I'm not going to discuss right now. It's confidential.
It's the new interview.
But that's right. A new interview, new story, but it's going to be really epic and exciting.
Fantastic.
And it's a new sort of challenge for me.
Why not? I like it. Why not? Hai capito benissimo. I like